YouTube family, hello and welcome to another practice with me, Kat Meffan. So today we are going to be doing a little bit of a balancing vinyasa and we're going to be challenging ourselves. So the theme that we're going into on the Soul Sanctuary, which is my app and desktop platform, is looking at the Shiva energy. So this masculine energy of Shiva and how that shows up on our practice on the mat, but also how we can take that off the mat. Now, for those of you that don't know, Shiva is all about, he's the destroyer, but not this kind of, well, obviously there's action as well, not the kind of destroyer that you might think of battles and physicality, though Shiva has all of that. He's about the destroyer of the thoughts, the monkey mind, the ego that wants to creep in and wants to take us away from our true reality, that wants to take us away from our authentic truth. And there's no better asana to do than balancing, I think, when we're trying to relate to this energy, because so quickly we are shown our true self when we're in a balancing flow. If we wobble and we get frustrated, let's ask ourselves, why are we so quick to frustration? Is there something there that we want to have a look at? If we fall out of a balancing pose and we're just like, take a breath, go back in, then amazing. Our nervous system is probably quite beautifully regulated at that moment in time. So though I say this is going to be a vinyasa, this will probably be a vinyasa without the vinyasas, because technically vinyasa is, as we know, to place in a special way, to consciously connect our one shape to the next. It doesn't literally mean chaturanga, up dog, down dog, which we obviously in modern day teaching has kind of led us to believe. So this practice may open up a few little triggers, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be a little bit challenging at times, and we're just going to have a good time with it. And we are going to be majority standing up, which is why I am stood here. Obviously, before I get into this, if you do like the sound of this theme, then come on over to the Soul Sanctuary, because that is where this whole theme is taking place. We have got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos with me and also some with our amazing guest teachers as well. So come on over there. You can either get a 7 or a 14-day free trial, depending on which option you select. And I really don't think that you'll regret it. Even if you go for the monthly option, it's $14.99 and worth every single penny. Anyway, let's get started. Coming to the top of the mat, we're going to start here. So feet about hip width apart, rolling back the shoulders, and you're going to place one hand on top of the other over the heart space and close down your eyes. And just to begin with, you can take a little rock forwards, a little rock backwards, maybe side to side, really just finding your earth, finding your ground, because we're going to be needing that ground today. We're really going to be needing that ground to keep us balanced, to keep us accountable in our stability. And then just starting to settle on your breath. So eyes stay closed without taking any judgment, without taking any control, without needing to perform your breath, just allowing it to be in its natural rhythm. Maybe you start to notice the way the body moves with the breath. Maybe you are already noticing the way the mind, possibly the darker parts of the ego getting involved, wanting to judge you, judge the practice, judge me, whatever it could be. And we just take a breath and we let it go. Shiva is a really beautiful energy for that letting go, the destroyer of all of that which does not serve us. So let's just ground here in a micro meditation together, just connecting to breath. Gaze is inwards. Keeping the eyes closed, release the hands down by your side. Take an inhale as you sweep them all the way up. Exhale, palms face outwards, and then you push that energy down, letting it go. Fluttering open the eyes, rolling those shoulders back. You're going to take the arms out in front of you, and you can take fists, like you're saying thumbs up to me. So fists, but with the thumbs up. Now, you're going to take the right arm out to the side and take the gaze with it without turning the head. As far as you can take that gaze, you're not moving your head, remember? And then bringing it all the way back to center, and then take it to the left. Really being mindful not to move the head. You'll notice when you do. Go to the right again. Bring it back. And then we go to the left. These are vestibular drills. So this is really connecting with the brain function here with the eyes, which is really good for our balance. And then right hand goes down. And again, take the gaze with it, keeping the gaze on the thumb. Head stays completely central. And then taking that right arm all the way up. Gaze follows the thumb again. And then bring it back to center. Left goes down. Gaze follows the thumb without dropping the chin down. And then bringing it up. And then all the way up again without moving the chin. Super hard to do. Bring it back and release. Have a little shake out here. So with the hands. And I want you to invite a little bit of sound in, which is really, again, another really helpful thing. We don't realize all of these little things help us when we're finding balance. So, especially when we want to come into a nervous system regulation, sound, and connecting with that vagus nerve is really, really, really helpful. So shaking it out and finding that okay, coming back to stand near the top of the mat. We're going to take an inhale. Now you can do this with interlaced hands, which is what I'm going to do. You don't have to keep the interlace. So interlaced hands, I'm going to inhale, reach the arms up as if I'm kind of doing like a cat-cow. So I'm going to inhale, lift the chest. And then I'm going to exhale, round the spine, reach the arms forwards. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, round the spine. 2 more like that. Nice and strong through the arms here. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, rounding forwards. Again, inhaling up. And then exhale, rounding forwards. We're going to do exactly the same again, but you're going to take the balance onto your right foot and you're going to hover the left knee up. So you're going to inhale, lift up, heart lifts. And then exhale, round. Again, breathing in as you lift. And then exhale, round. Just one more here. Inhale, lift. And exhale, round. Beautiful. Left foot places down. We switch it over to the other side. So we're now grounding into the left, lifting the right knee. Finding that balance as you lift and open the heart. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Last time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, round, grounding down through both feet and just roll back those shoulders a few times. Just find a little bit of softening. You're going to take an inhale, come up onto the toes and hold here. So up on the toes, finding your balance. Find your drishti, your gazing point. You can have your hands down or you could have your hands into the heart space. Feet are still about hip width apart here. And just notice how the feet feel today. So we forget often that our feet probably do like the most work and we do not give them enough love. So let's just send some energy into these feet here today, noticing all of these beautiful wobbles. And then releasing those heels down. Take an inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hinge at the hips as we fold forwards. You can have your hands down on fingertips, or you can have your hands to blocks, and you're just going to pedal through the knees here. It's a really good little flossing situation as we open up into the backs of the legs. Like I said, your hands can be on blocks. Couple more times here. Take an inhale as you lift and lengthen. Exhale, allow yourself just to hang down in a little ragdoll for a moment. So just staying in a forward fold, optional taking opposite elbows. Finding another releasing breath here. And then releasing those hands. Take an inhale as you lift the chest halfway, hands to shins. Exhale, hands to the hips, and then take an inhale as you lift all the way up to standing. Again, your feet can stay hip width apart. Take a hinge in the hips and a bend in the knees, Utkatasana. So inhaling here and exhaling here. Taking another breath in. And then exhale, bring the hands to the heart space. Keep this right knee bent as you reach the chest forwards, warrior 3 here. So left leg glides all the way back, but we're bent into this right leg. Taking a nice long breath here, inhale. Exhale, plant the left foot down, toes tucked under at the back of the mat. Inhaling, finding a high lunge. Exhale, open it out, warrior 2. Roll the shoulders back in your warrior 2 and really think about opening through this right hip. We are going to be building our way up towards bird of paradise. So we want to have a nice big focus on opening through the hips here. Taking the right elbow down onto the right knee, reaching the left arm up and over. Breathing in here and then exhaling as you sweep that left arm all the way down and around. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, down and around. Inhale, up. Last time, all the way down and around. And then reach it up. Take an inhale, coming back through warrior 2. Lengthening the right leg, reverse Trikonasana. So left hand plants down towards the back leg as you reach the right arm all the way up. Finding this connection with the earth through the right foot. And then right fingertips up to the sky. 2 more breaths here. And then slowly you're coming back through your warrior 2. Inhaling, finding a high lunge. With control, dropping the back knee down, finding a low lunge. Interlace these hands again. You're going to inhale, lunge, open the heart space like we were doing standing up. And then if you can, keeping your hands as they are, taking the hips back, half split, Ardha Hanumanasana, as you reach them forward and around the spine. If you need to place the hands down, you absolutely can. I'm going to go inhale here, forwards into the lunge. And then exhale, bring it back. Finding that balance, inhale as you come forwards. And then exhale, take it back. Last time, inhale, coming forwards. And then exhale, take it back. Coming through neutral, pushing yourself all the way up to the high lunge. Take a breath in here. Look where you're going. We're going to push forwards. Find that warrior 3 again. Bent right leg, right side glutes working hard here. Hips are square. And then coming all the way up to standing. And just have a little shake off if you need to. Roll the shoulders back, taking a nice big breath. And then we're going to do the exact same to the other side. So let's ground into the left foot. Oh, actually, no. We're going to take it from Utkatasana, aren't we? So hinge at the hips, bend the knees. Reaching those arms up, taking a breath in. And then exhale here. Inhaling again. Keeping the lower body as it is, and then bringing the hands to the heart space. Exhale. Take the weight onto the left, keeping that left leg bent. Right leg goes back straight. Holding here. Taking a big step back now. Right toes plant down. Reach the arms up, finding your high lunge. And then exhale, open it out, finding warrior two. Rolling those shoulders back and taking a moment to really see how much you can externally rotate through that left hip. Grounding into that back foot. Left elbow comes down, sweeping right arm up and over. Breathing in here, finding that length. And then exhale, down and around. Inhaling up. Exhale. Inhaling up. Exhale. And then inhaling up. Exhale, bringing it all the way back through warrior two. Starting to lengthen left leg and then floating right hand down to the back leg. Left arm reaches high. And really finding that pull of the left arm. Opening through the left side body. 2 more breaths here. And then coming all the way back through warrior two. Take an inhale, high lunge. And then exhale, plant that back foot down. Remembering you can grab blocks, anything you need here as we flow between the lunge and the half split. Maybe interlacing the hands, inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, rounded spine, half split. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhaling, coming forwards, tucking under the back toes, pushing off that back knee. And then from here, look where you're going, push forwards, powering through that left leg, back to the warrior three, hips are square. And then coming all the way up to standing. Beautiful. Have a little shake out. Okay, so I'm going to turn to the middle of the mat and face you. You can do this exactly where you were at the top of the mat. So we're going to bring hands to the hips here. I'm going to take an inhale. Right knee's going to come into the chest. And then we're going to exhale, right knee out to the side. Holding here. Now, if you can, we're going to inhale it out straight. Exhale, bring it in for 4 times. Doesn't matter if it's super low, okay? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. And exhale. Beautiful. Just cross that right ankle over the left knee and sit it down for a moment into your balanced figure 4. You can bring the hands to the heart space. You could reach the arms out long if you want to. Holding here. And then on an inhale, lifting all the way up and replacing that right foot down. So we do the same on the other side. So grounding into the right foot, hands to the hips, take an inhale, lifting left knee into the chest. And then we're going to open that left knee out to the side. Remember, it doesn't matter how high this leg goes. Okay, it can be super low down, does not matter. And we'll go for our 4 little opens. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, last one, and exhale, left ankle goes over right knee, and then you can either bring the hands to the heart space or open them out wide. One more breath here. And then coming all the way up to standing. And again, just having a little shimmy, shake out. So we're going to heel toe the feet wide. We're going to find our goddess just for a moment here. So we're going to take our hips down, knees out. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. You're going to take hold of the right wrist with the left hand. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, side bend over to the left. Coming back through center. Take it to the other hand. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale. Inhaling, coming all the way up. Turning the toes to face the front now. Interlacing the hands behind the back. Prasarita Padottanasana. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, folding here. Allowing the arms to drop over the head. Another 3 breaths here. If you can keep the hands interlaced, then do as you inhale and bring yourself all the way up to standing. You're going to take your feet a little wider and you're going to turn your right foot to face the back of the mat and drop yourself into a warrior 2 stance here. We're going to take humble warrior. So keeping those arms as they are because it's going to go over the top. Take an inhale as you lengthen. And then exhale, bow the right shoulder down to the inside of that right leg. And then taking an inhale, just lifting the chest, releasing the hands, placing the right hand down to the inside of the right foot. Now you might want to put this on a block, absolutely putting it on a block if you want to. Reaching that left arm all the way up and then over for your extended side angle again. But we've just gone one step a little deeper. If you want to put the elbow on the knee, you absolutely can. One more breath here. And then bring yourself all the way back through center. Take an inhale as you just lift and lengthen the chest through Prasarita. Exhale, fold and bow it forwards. Inhale, just lift all the way up to standing. We're going to interlace those hands behind the back again. This time we're pivoting the left foot towards the top of the mat. You might want to wiggle the feet a little bit longer. Take an inhale, finding the heart lift. Exhale, bowing left shoulder down to the inside of that left knee. Taking another breath here. And then lifting all the way up. Oh, actually not all the way up, halfway up. Left hand can come down either to the ground or to a block. Allow that hip to drop a little bit if you can. Get that opening through the groin as you reach the right arm all the way up and then over by your ear. Baby finger pivots downwards. Gaze goes up to the sky if you can. Another 2 breaths here, nice and long. And then releasing all the way down again. Pivot yourself back into your Prasarita Padottanasana. Again, we'll take a little breath here. Inhale as we lengthen. And then exhale as we fold. Okay, taking an inhale. And we're going to heel toe our feet to about hip width apart. Take an inhale, bring the hands to the shins. Exhale, the hands to the hips. And then inhale, coming all the way up to standing. Now, usually kind of when we're in our flow, one of the main ways to come to bird of paradise is through that extended side angle when you've got the bind. Today, we're going to do it a little bit differently. We're going to practice it from this standing position. So to do that, it's going to be potentially a little bit easier. I'm going to show you 2 ways of doing it. So way number 1 is that we're going to bring the right knee in. We're going to open it out to the side. You can grab a strap. Let me grab a strap here. My basket of millions of straps. So you can grab a strap, take your right arm underneath your right leg. The strap goes in your left hand, and you can be here. Beautiful bird of paradise. You can obviously lengthen that leg as well, if you want to. Now you can do that with the binded hands as well, and literally from that position, because we're kind of breaking it down a little bit. So lifting up, you've got to really be able to get that leg high to be able to do it this way. I'm going to show you another way in a minute, so don't worry. I'm going to bring it all the way underneath and then wrap the left arm around, find the hook of the hands, find the balance, and then maybe lengthening that right leg. And then bringing it all the way down. And we're going to do the same again, just that variation on the other side. So either finding your strap, lifting the left leg, keeping it bent for a moment, and then maybe lengthening all the way open, and then bringing it down. So either with the strap or the bind. Now I'm going to show you another way, which is kind of like as if you were 1 step from your extended side angle because you haven't done the step in. And that would be from a forward folded position. From your forward folded position, you're going to bring your right foot onto the toes of the right foot, okay? And we're going to wrap our right shoulder to the inside of this right leg. Okay, so right shoulder to the inside of the right leg. Now the bind is happening, right arm coming over, behind you, around the back, and then the left hand catching hold. Now this is a beautiful little bit of balance work here. Your gaze is everything. Now, keeping your gaze down for this first little breath, then your gaze starts to rise. Find your drishti, find your point, land there with the leg bent to begin with, then take your leg all the way up. See if you can open the chest a little bit, and then bend, and come all the way back down to that fold. And then we're going to go on the other side. And like you can see, usually that you'd be in the bind from your extended side angle, you'd step in and you'd take that point. We're just not doing that part today. So left foot, come up onto the toes, so get that kind of hip opening, get that hip popping. Left shoulder comes down to the inside. Wrapping left arm all the way up and around behind you, taking the bind. Now, you can take a little bend through that right supporting leg. As you lift up, find your gazing point. You might wobble a lot, remember? Shiva. Breaking through, destroying the ego. So we're just in our true reality right now. Option to take left leg high, open through the shoulders. And then slowly bringing it all the way back down. And rolling those shoulders back. Amazing. If you kind of still want to have one more go with that, now is your time to have one more go. So going on the right, going on the left. If you want to try it from this step in, from the bind here, step, lift. Also a really lovely option to do. Those of you that are like, okay, I'm just done with my bird of paradise for a moment. We're going to take just 5 breaths while our friends join us down in Malasana. And you can be on a block. You can be sat in a Malasana. Crown of the head reaching up to the sky here. Trying to neutralize the spine, grounding the root down to earth. If you're taking your final bird of paradises, taking flight for the last time, making it your last side now. So moving to the other side if you haven't already. And whenever you are ready, you'll meet us here. Just grounding. And then when we're all ready together, we're going to slowly drop that bottom down ever so gracefully and then take the legs out long. We're going to take a forward fold here. So Upavista Konasana, taking an inhale as you find length. You can sit yourself up on a block. Exhale, hinging at the hips as you come forwards into your fold. And closing down the eyes. And we're going to have 10 breaths here today. Another 5 breaths here. Maybe just allowing yourself to be in that energy of letting go, of surrendering. Being in this true present moment. And then on an inhale, gently starting to lift yourself all the way up. You're going to bring your left knee in and then your right knee on top. So finding our half gomakasana or shoelace in yin. If this is not available to you, you can take your bottom leg out straight and just do it with one leg bent over. You can also grab yourself a block here if you want to just lower the forehead down and have that sense of connection. You can also put your block on the ground. And it's a really lovely thing to get your block, the corner of your block, just right in that third eye space. Closing down the eyes. Making your way now on your last breath. Lifting all the way up. Switch sides. So, right leg underneath, left leg on top. And then finding your breath as you inhale and lengthen here. And then exhale, finding your fold. And then making that your last breath as you lift all the way up. And unravel your legs. Maybe give them a little shake out. And then just coming into a comfortable seated position. Just placing the hands down on the knees, but palms facing upwards. And closing down the eyes. And we're just going to take a micro meditation just to finish. Just with the affirmation, I am. Shiva asks us to be in our truth, our authenticity, to break through the masks, to break through of that which does not serve. So just sitting with I am. And then we'll take a nice big inhale through the nose and let it go. Thank you, thank you, thank you all so much. It was beautiful to be here with you. So, yeah, thank you. For those of you not subscribed to Soul Sanctuary, please do come and check it out. It's the reason, it's what allows me to be on YouTube, keep giving out free content. So, I will keep doing the free stuff, you know, with Soul Sanctuary thriving. And so, if you think that it might be something that you could benefit from, then do come on over to the Soul Sanctuary. It's an app, it's a desktop platform. It's got everything you need for your movement, your body, your healing, all in one place. We now have Pilates as well, which I don't think I've told you on here. We now have Pilates, obviously loads of yoga. We've got the philosophy of yoga. We've got breath work. We've got meditation. We've got sound healing. We've got posture therapy. Like the list is genuinely endless. And the app is, in my humble opinion, incredible. So come and join us. Click the link in the description or on the screen somewhere here. And I look forward to having you over there. All right. Lots of love. Bye-bye.